Hello and welcome to the World War Report. It is September 1st, 1939. News has just spread about Hitler's infiltration of Poland, and several countries are rather unhappy with it. After long years of tension, Great Britain and France declared war on Germany after Hitler broke the Treaty of Versailles. 2 years later, the US joined the struggle with Soviet Russia and China. Truly a chaotic time in history. Mass drafts are in place to recruit soldiers, with advertisement posters spread amok. With a live report coming from our very own art reviewer, over to you, Caden Fincher.
Thank you, Elaine. You and Nelson are doing our art review. This is No Chatter. The bottom text says No Chatter. The smaller text says Be Vigilant, and such days the walls eavesdrop, and it's not far from chattering gossip to treason. The dates of its creation vary from early 1941 and late 1942, but it was still World War II. The reason this was created was to tell people to be wary of spies in their midst. This is more directed at women than men because, namely, the main figure is a woman, and women tend to be much more chatty than men. One critique is that it could use a bit more color. This next art piece is what I like to call Education with Sickle. The text reads, "To have more, we must produce more, and to produce more, we must know more." The date of its creation is early 1941 to late 1944. This is directed towards parents who might want their kids to have more things like food, medicine, or water. This is designed to help entice them to get to work harder. One critique is that there are not exactly words in the book. But that's all the time I have, folks. Back to you, Elaine.
Thank you, Caden, for your review. It is now July 1942. What a time skip. Anyway, Hitler has decided to deploy his German troops into Russia in an attempt to seize Stalingrad, in a depressingly clumsy attempt to embarrass Stalin. Bombs and artillery are being fired, citizens are running, and we're all going to die. A shocking move has just been made by Hitler. He has actively mobilized troops to Stalingrad, Russia. Bombs are going off and soldiers are dying by the millions. It is so shocking, in fact, that we currently have an on-field report coming right from Stalingrad. Over to you, Christopher Miller.
My name is Jacob Berglund, and welcome to the on-field report. I am here in Russia at the Battle of Stalingrad, along with one of Russia's fierce soldiers fighting for the freedom of their country. You have said previously that the conditions here were quite awful. Can you elaborate on it?
We're low on food. We're low on supplies. Just munitions are down. We're almost out of ammo, and they expect us to keep fighting. Thousands, millions are dying here. It's awful, and just my best friend died. He died very early in the war. The morale is just, it's gone. Nobody wants to be here anymore. No one wants to fight for the country. Everyone just wants to go home to their families. Winter is coming. It's gonna get even worse. Colder and colder conditions, and the Germans aren't giving up at all. They're relentless. They're not giving us any ground. It's just horrible.
As it is such an important battle for the Russian people, I'm sure the world is dying to know. What kind of weaponry is being used on the battlefield?
We've both got tanks, both sides. We've got some T-34s and some T-60s. We're pushing them up onto the border. We're making sure they can't escape. We've got them closed in. They've got tanks too. They've got these Panzers, and they've got these Stews, they're tank destroyers. They just obliterate ours. They've also got these bombers, these Ju-87s. That's it. They come flying down. These sirens, they're horrible. They just come down blasting this insanely just ear-piercing noise. It gives me PTSD every time I think about it. We can't do anything. We just have to sit here and just hope that they don't hit us.
I see. Now, moving on from that, earlier you brought up the cold in Russia, and as I recall, Russia gets quite cold. How is that affecting the war?
Our tanks are locking up. The colder it gets, the tanks are breaking down more and more. We're gonna have to move more soldiers up to reinforce. We're hoping the Germans let up before that, though, because we're prepared. We live here. We know what the cold does and how cold it gets. We hope the Germans don't know that, and it leads to us just having some kind of advantage.
Now, Russia is currently ruled by Stalin, a very controversial dictator. As you are a Russian citizen, I am curious to know your thoughts on his leadership.
Well, we're stuck here. We can't do anything. The other soldiers, they're saying it's the generals who are keeping us here, not allowing us to move in. But it has to be Stalin. It has to be him. I don't know why or how he is just letting this many people die, but he just doesn't want the war to end. And I know it's his fault.
So you think Stalin is at fault for the whole war?
Yeah, I don't care if I get in trouble. I don't care if I die. It's Stalin's fault, and the people need to know.
I see. Back to you. Stalin!
Good evening.
Good evening to you too. Why is Stalingrad so important to the Russians?
The Russians, well, it proves a great city of interest to us as the government and the people. The people is a symbol that we will never back down. We will fight till the end and we will take back what is rightfully ours.
I see. And how is Russia doing after the Battle of Stalingrad?
Well, economically, not well. We are not doing the best. Our people are struggling, but our morale is high. People will still fight for us, and they will fight for our country.
Stalin, I've heard from most that you would not be saying this kind of stuff, as you'd like to keep it under wraps that your country is not doing well, as your leadership is very controversial.
Are you questioning my authority?
Yes, I am questioning your authority.
Cut! They got him!
Oh God, management's not gonna be happy with this one.
Yeah, I know our cameraman is dead. Do something, phone. It can't leak the. Oh wow, what a dramatic show from a very much alive cameraman. Anyway, it is now September 2nd of 1945. Hiroshima and Nagasaki have just been nuked by the United States, successfully making them surrender and booting them out of the war. With Germany shortly in tow, surrendering alongside Japan due to Hitler's suicide, Germany was yet again demilitarized, denazified, and divided up. This should prevent them from uprising again and hopefully preventing World War III. And that will be all from the World War Report. Thank you for tuning in.
Audio Jungle.
Anything but work.
This is a blooper message for Elaine.
You! Thoughts? You know.
We just started!